What's up? Welcome into your daily Buckeye Blitz for a Saturday. June 10th, 2023. Hope you're having a good weekend. Let's kick it off Saturday morning. Got to be energized. You got that honeydew list. You got to get to Home Depot. You can't go to Bed Bath & Beyond. They just closed up shop, so don't even need to have time for that. So let's do this. We're ranking the safeties, finishing up our last position group. Oh, somebody asked me to do the freaking special teams. Do we want to do the special teams? Does that include punter, kicker, long snapper, 3 guys? All right, let me think about that. Well, for the rest of the team, this is the last position group of importance. I'm not a special teams fan. All right. Especially their coach, Parker Fleming. Yeah. All right. Let's rank these safeties. We got 10 of them. We got 3 true freshmen in here. All right. Let's talk about these first 3. I don't think it's fair to assign rankings to them, really, but let's go. Cedric Hawkins, a freshman, 6 foot, 175, out of Cocoa High School in Titusville, Florida, over on the east coast of Florida. Class of 23, of course. He's a 4-star, number 355 overall, number 35 safety. So not too highly ranked there. Next up, Jaden Bonsu, 6'1", 210, got the poundage for a true freshman out of St. Peter's Prep in New Jersey, class 23. The 4-star, number 273 overall, number 24 safety. Okay. Our last freshman at safety, Malik Hartford, 6'2.5". He's got some length. 175 out of Lakota West in Ohio, class 23. The 4-star, number 69 overall. So highly rated kid. Number 5 safety in the class. All right, now let's talk some guys that have played and actually have some snaps under their belt. My number 6, if he's healthy, God, I miss this guy. Miss seeing him on the field. Court Williams, he's my 6th man. Redshirt junior, 6'1", 216, out of St. John's Bosco, class of 2020. Yeah, 4th year. He was a 4-star in that 2020 class, number 166 overall, number 12, outside linebacker. Don't forget, he was an outside linebacker in high school. Brought him in. Switched him to safety. Played just 42 snaps last year. Had a few snaps on special teams, but did not play in the last 7 games of the season. Injuries have just riddled his career. It's freaking heartbreaking, to tell you the truth. When he's on the field, he makes plays, flies around. He's a hitter, a thumper. So hopefully he can get on the field. He's a leader in the locker room, stand-up kid, just everything you want in a player. So hopefully he can get out there, get some snaps, not just on special teams, and work his way into the lineup somehow. But he's my 6. Number 5, Josh Proctor, the red shirt, COVID graduated senior, or whatever he is, from the class of 2018, for Christ's sake. So you notice I got the old guys here on the back end of my top 6. Proctor, 6'2", 190, out of Oklahoma. Like I mentioned, 2018. 4-star, number 71 overall. He's very highly rated when he came out. Number 7 safety in his class. Last year, played 195 snaps, some special teams against Michigan and Georgia, but did not play any defensive snaps those last 2 games. That might be a telltale of how his career was going last season. We remember the first game against Notre Dame, and I'm not sure he ever really rebounded. He came back and played and stuff, but he wasn't in the Michigan game or the Georgia game. That tells me something. So, all right, my number 4 safety. Don't forget, we run 3 safeties out there every time on our base defense. Kai Stokes, the sophomore, 6'2", 185, from Armwood over in Sefner, Florida, not too far from me on the other side of Tampa. Class of 2022, Really love this kid's athleticism. He was a 4-star, number 351 overall, but number 16th athlete in his class. Played 83 snaps last year, had 32 against Rutgers. So had some snaps, got some experience, looked good out there. He's going to be one of those guys in this 2D at safety, I guarantee you. Now, I got two guys here. I got a 3A and a 3B. So my numbering might be off a little bit. Who knows? So at my number 3, I got Cam Martinez, redshirt junior, 5'11", 183 from Muskegon, Michigan, class of 2020. That was a Kerry Combs special, one of his old recruits. He was the 4-star, number 323 overall, number 14 athlete, another athlete there from the recruiting services, Played 175 snaps last year. So now it's going to be interesting to see what happens with this next guy. The Buckeyes went into the portal, got Jihad Carter, safety from Syracuse. He's a junior, so he's got 2 years, maybe a third. I don't know if he has a COVID year. He's class of 2020, maybe. So anyway, 6 foot 185 from Virginia. He was a 3-star coming out of high school. But at Syracuse, this guy was productive, man. And he's played a lot of ball. 28 career starts, played in 31 games, 138 tackles, 5 interceptions, 7 pass breakups, 2 fumble recoveries, a defensive touchdown, a forced fumble, and a partridge in a pear tree. No, finishing second on the team in 2020 with 67 tackles. So Jihad Carter is a worthy adversary here for Cam Martinez for that nickel / safety corner, whatever you want to call it. It's a corner spot. It's not a corner. It's a safety, whatever. Stop it. So anyways, I think Jihad has an inside track here. Cam's been with the team for a long time. I know it. It's season 4, but Jihad has played a lot of ball. He's played in a similar defense to what we're running now. So I got to go Jihad. Maybe has a slight edge, but both of them are at my 3. They're going to battle it out in fall camp. We'll see who starts week 1. That leads me to number 2, my number 2 safety, Lathan Ransom, the senior, 6 foot and a half inch. Don't forget that. That's what she said. 193 from Tucson, Arizona, class of 2020. He was a 4-star coming out, 167 overall, and number 11 safety in his class. Played a lot of ball himself at the Buckeyes at Ohio State. Had 613 snaps last year. That's a lot. Came in when and stood out when Proctor made his grave mistake week 1, and Lathan never really relinquished that job. So busy, important position. Does he play the adjuster, or does my number 1 guy play the adjuster, the deep safety? Sonny Styles, a sophomore, 6'4", 215, length, poundage, whatever you need, he's got it. Coming out of Pickerington Central, class of 2022, of course. 4-star, number 12 overall, number 1 safety in his class. Highest rated kid in the secondary. Played 67 snaps last year, 12 of them against Georgia. Tells you the kind of leap he made through that bowl practice from game 12 through December to the Peach Bowl. They trusted him enough to get him on the field. He covered Darnell Washington, the second tight end there for Georgia, until Washington went out with the injury. And so they didn't really need Styles that much after that because they just had Brock Bowers and the receivers, of course. So Sonny is my number 1 guy. He needs to be on the field every snap. I don't know how you don't put him on the field. The question is, like Knowles was talking about last week with the coach interviews, he said Sonny can play all 3 safety spots. Mostly they want him at the field, the deep adjuster, or the bandit, the boundary, down in the box, covering tight ends, helping with run support. but he can play the slot too and help with run support from that position as well. So it really depends on how the offense comes out and lines up against the Buckeyes, But so that is my kind of wonky 6. I got Sonny Styles 1, Lathan Ransom number 2. For my 3, I got Cam Martinez / Jihad Carter. 4, Kai Stokes. 5, Josh Proctor. 6, Court Williams, followed up by the 3 freshmen, Hartford, Bonsu, and Hawkins. So hit me in the chat. Let me know what you guys think. I'll talk to you later. Go Bucks.